Let's do it. The Dalaran Heist, man. I already have a little bit of experience. I played through it on the super accounts in the event. Hey, not the first chapter. Unlock. And make you sit through all the dialogue. The chapter is on us. Enjoy. Thank you. I never actually got to do what this... Oh, it's locked for now. Oh, that's just telling you the rewards. The anomaly mode looked kind of cool, but I never got to push it because we weren't supposed to do that during the competition. I'm interested to see what it is. Oh, I can only play Mage? Mage is OP, though. The second hero power from Mage was so nutty at the event. It's just an innervate. It's so crazy. And then there's so many synergies that you can get with it. Like this plus Caldera Drake gets super crazy. For Mage, it's just defeat bosses. For Hunter, it was like play secrets to unlock the secret deck and stuff like that. I wonder if there's going to be a lot of Easter eggs in the content. Alright, first boss. Swap the left nose card in each player's hand with one in their deck. So, you don't let a card go to the left hand or left side of your hand if you want to play it later. Essentially. Try to avoid that.
Another busy day. Next in line.
2-drop on the far right side. Should be able to play it in time. Or 2, right? Yeah, don't care about that. I want to play this one. More so than this one, just because of the position of my hand in the hero power. Because this gets thrown away, then this gets thrown away, so... I guess it doesn't matter, they shift over.
No cutting.
I want to play whichever one's here, so it doesn't get thrown away. I want this polymorph. Screw that. I'm going face. I guess I could have went Sorcerer's Apprentice, trade the chest, coin polymorph this guy. But you could play a 5-drop and that's spooky. Hello, General Chaos _24. How you doing, man? I think you're my only viewer right now.
You'll have to get back in line for this. Sorry.
Firebat, you're early today. This is late. I've just been super late consistently. So I'm earlier than how I usually am because I'm back home. But generally I try and start earlier than this. But my flight was kind of crazy. I didn't get home till 4 a.m. yesterday. And deck submission for Grandmasters was due at 7 a.m. So that was a bit of a trip. And now I am... Then I slept for 12 hours and then started streaming. Alright, let's see here. Minions at +1/+1 is generally pretty broken. Cloak of Invisibility is also really good because you can stick synergy-related things. Like Inspire things with Mage can be really strong with Cloak of Invisibility. Recycling's not bad, but it's usually better later on after you figured out some way how you're killing them and then you just need to survive. But I think Captured Flag is probably the highest of these. Cloak of Invisibility, if we already had Inspire stuff going, sure, but... The double Yogg. Oh my god. Well, cycling through your deck is really powerful whenever all of your minions have bonuses on them. So, like, Multicast, I think, is the best one. Legends is the funniest one because you get 2 Yoggs. And this one's, like, the most endgame oriented, right? It doesn't use my bonus of +1/+1 to everything that well. And we can't use Open the Waygate immediately that well, but eventually it might become the powerfulest. So I'm going to take Multicast. Just because I think it uses our artifact the best. So we can get a bunch of minions and play them on the field, all with plus stats. Unfortunately, Mage doesn't have great ways of adding things to their deck, so we could get exhausted with strategies like this. It'll be the 1-drop. Use the clap.
Best seats ever.
Pretty sure I just ping. Next time I can go Sorcerer's Apprentice plus Flame Geyser if I want to. Ooh.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Nailed it. Give my minion more health. Or I can save it for removal. Probably be responsible with it. I have to say, you're easily in the top 16 best players of Hearthstone GMNA. Thanks, man. There's only 16 players. No, I don't know. I've been feeling, I feel like I'm doing fine in Hearthstone. Like, I feel like my play skill is pretty good. I got second in a tournament recently. But they've been doing a lot of fantasy GM drafts. And I've been towards the bottom of the picks. I think I was like 7th or 8th picked every time for the GM drafts. Or 7th, 8th last picked. I'm sorry. So like pick number 43 of 48 is kind of where I'm landing. So I guess I have a lot to prove. I don't know. I'm scared to say anything about the Grandmaster League because I don't want to get fined. There's a lot of rules and they're hard to understand. They're like really long and they take them very seriously. But there's only certain information I'm allowed to say. And like I don't know if we're allowed to talk about decks yet or anything, even though technically they're known between the Grandmasters. So I don't know. I don't want to get in trouble. I just want to avoid talking about Grandmaster as a whole, so I don't get in trouble. It's not a good approach, right, I guess? But I don't know. What am I gonna do?
All patched up. In the light's name. Someday I'll be just like you. Just a few scratches.
I don't really need more cards. I got a good curve going on. I don't want to give him cards. I think I'm okay with this. And maybe we'll research project if we need it, but I got 4, 5 into 6 right now. Let's go. I'm not worried. One class spell to kill something. Oh, wait. Yeah, we can still recast. Bum, bum, bum. Technically that works to kill something. I might freeze one of my own minions, though. I think I'll just trade this off and get the second spell.
Aw, look at this novice.
Let's negotiate.
I hope you didn't feel bullied at the event yesterday. Nah, this is just fun. I think a lot of this mode is pretty RNG heavy. And a lot of players were losing a similar amount as I was. It's just the timing of your losses that really killed you in that format. It's like if you lost like pretty early on, it was fine. Or if you lost in certain segments where you had more time, it was fine. But if you lost it, it prevented you from finishing the segment by like 5 seconds, which is what my loss ended up doing. It really hurts you. Because it sets you back. They had like systems in place for like the challenges and bonuses that they made it so if you lost, not only did you have to restart from the beginning, but you also no longer get the bonus. So whoever's winning gets further ahead, sort of things. So I don't know. There's like a lot of weird snowball mechanics. Alright, these are not great treasures. But this has +1/+1. This is also just fully immune, but it still dies to like brawls, deadly shots, things of that nature. So I think Grimmer Patron is a stronger selection. But fully immune is kind of cool. So we have +1/+1, so that means things that create lots of minions is pretty good. So that makes me want to go with the summoning package here. These are also good. These create 2 minions, right? Sneed's Old Shredder, though, is kind of like iffy. But Pile of Treasure is insane with +1/+1 because each half gets +1/+1. But Conjure's Calling's broken. Molten Reflection can be quite good with Sorcerer's Apprentices and such. And, like, allows me to have more potential going forward for wacky stuff. This kind of pigeonholes me into, like, mech stuff. And then Faceless Summoner is crazy good with +1/+1. And Conjures. I think a Summoning is the pick. Secrets is pretty iffy. That's for, like, hyper control sort of stuff. And then these are, like, the same things, but I feel like this one has less potential than this one has. And they're around the same power level for now. The Ring is good? Nah. Turn 9's far away, dude. Most of the games are decided by, like, the tempo on the board before that. The Ring's, like, mediocre at best. 9's a lot of mana. What's up, Firebat? Been watching you for a year or so, but now just got into your stream. Well, prepare to be disappointed, sir. Have you come in with low expectations, then that means I don't have to do that good of a job, and it's better, right? Easy. Fairy Dragon doesn't have canopy targeted. Game's bugged. So Ragnaroses are sweet. This is a friendly minion and get rid of it. All of these minions are fantastic. I don't think I want to do that. Give a minion +2/+2. Giving early minions +2/+2 is really strong. It's like getting like a super Fairy Dragon is good. Giving things that you want to stick +2/+2 is good. We always recruit this Ragnaros, right? I could get another Sylvanas. It's not bad either. What's more broken? Probably Rag. Because you get mana discounts later on in the run. And so with those mana discounts, the Rags can be really good. And I think I want to just buff my early minion. Just try and have more consistency of getting on the board early. Trying to snowball it.
Issue versus Dag.
Give up your treasures!
You are not long for this world.
Alright, let's keep our broken artifact crazy legendary card. One of the benefits of having some that are not like super expensive, like the Ring, is if it's in your deck, like you would mulligan the Ring here, right? A lot of these bosses have Mind Vision, or not Mind Visions, they have Thought Steal and Devour Mind. And I lost a run to, I had the Ring in my deck, and they Devour Minded my, my Ring twice. So they had 2 rings, and that made it very difficult to win. So you gotta be careful with some of the artifacts. Because if they take them and use them against you, let me tell you, it's not a good time. And in my experience, then Korra makes fun of you on a stage in front of a couple thousand people. So, you don't want to take the Ring, I don't think. I switched to a streaming room? No, this isn't a streaming room per se. This is the same room with a giant green screen thing. I don't have anywhere else to put it. And it's for Grandmasters. They sent us all one. I don't know what it is about tournament organizers, but they really want your background to be clean. And the only way they can guarantee the background to be clean of streamers and broadcasters is to force companies to send them green screens. So it's very common.
Someday I'll be just like you!
Scribe hand it over. Behold.
How'd I feel the Dalaran event went? I thought it was really fun. I looked at Reddit after the event and I was like, wow, people were kind of nuts about it. I didn't actually watch it, so I didn't get to experience the camera switching that everyone was griping about. But like people were salty about the points and stuff like that, and yada yada. You know, obviously it'd be better if they nailed all the points and stuff. But I think the purpose of the event was more to be laid back, casual, and fun. You know, and I thought it was. I thought they accomplished that pretty well. But they got a lot of hate. And the reason why I think they got a lot of hate is because before the broadcast even started, a lot of the community members were like, I'm going to hate this because I don't want to spoil the PvE content before I buy it. And then there's like already that bandwagon and that mentality was kind of built up prior to the event starting. And when that happens, you know, people don't change their mind. People just get their first impression and then they just dig in deeper to it. It's the internet, you know, that's how that works. All right, what are we doing here? These are bad. These are pretty bad. These are pretty bad. So we got nothing that works with anything. And when nothing works with anything, you probably just take burn because it's pretty good. These cards are like just better. This card's spicy, but like we don't have hero power synergy stuff at all. Like we can try and build towards it, or we can take like pretty good cards and then hope we find more pretty good cards. These pretty good cards. Tempo plus burn equals them dead. It's the damage plus damage combo. Yeah, I think that what happened there was like, because they hired like an outside production group, not Blizzard production, and I don't think the camera switch guy knew how to play Hearthstone very well. So I don't think he knew what the exciting moments were. But yeah, that's a problem often in production. Gotta get the production people that know the game they're producing. I don't know. But being at the event was really fun, and they took really good care of us, and it was awesome. It was one of the better experiences I've had traveling to an event. Because sometimes it's like a real bummer traveling to events where. But travel and everything was smooth. The hotel was nice. The to and from the event was nice. The people I interacted with all were, you know, great people. I had a good time. Whenever you take damage, add a coin. Well, let's not hit him then.
One for the boss, two for me.
At least we're hitting him for 8. I don't want to trade with these guys because they copy and they keep their health total at what it is. So if I trade, I get 2 4-2s. So if I don't have to trade, I guess I get to trade it and healed. They miss 4 face damage. That's be fun. He's never going to flame strike me, right? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. He never flame strikes me here. Yeah, this is a little greedy. I probably didn't even have to play that. I have enough cards to reload anyway. Yeah, they had a streaming setup, which was really cool. That was the first time I've ever been to an event where they had a streaming setup like ready for you in your hotel. They almost got everything perfect. It's like impossible to get everything perfect with a streaming setup. Even at your house, it's a pain in the ass. But like, I can't imagine trying to get everything right on the go. And unfortunately, the microphone was the webcam microphone. But still, A for effort. It was amazing.
Let's stash that away.
Built an aggro version of Bomb Warrior. I don't know if I can play that. I'm in the solo adventure. So I might have to wait. I actually am super swamped right now. I want to do this solo adventure thing because they gave me a code where if people buy the solo adventure with my code, I get 5% of the profits from that. So it's like, all right, I want to share the solo adventure out there before everyone else does it, so maybe I can cash in on that a little bit. And then at the same time, I have Grandmasters happening tomorrow. And then at the same time, I have Deck Doctor due at the end of the day. And I just got back at 4 in the morning today. So I got a lot of stuff I got to catch up on. I'm gonna I took the Scepter, even though I don't have too many big things, it's just so powerful if it hits any of these things. And with Aluneth, it can be really, really strong. And then I'm gonna take more big things to go with my Scepter of big things. Which big thing? Not the big bad Archmage. Probably more just good stuff.
Oh, my wretched hive ability. Very cozy.
So yeah, and for GM I have to learn some decks that I'm quite unfamiliar with. in matchup, the most time-consuming matchup out there. I don't know if I'm allowed to tell you what decks I'm bringing yet, but it is the most time-consuming matchup that I have to try and practice. So you can kind of imagine. And 3 copies of a tier adventure deck. This is spicy with my +1/+1. Increasing your health's never too bad. Fill the tavern with new minions. Get rid of something. Sneeds only cost 5, so like right now Sneeds is great. Choose an enemy and add it to my deck. I don't want any of those. Those are... Well, this one... The mirror images are +1/+1 as well. So like this card's actually sick. So I think I would add this to my deck. And what's this one? Adding 3 copies. I want more 5-mana piloted needed shredders. A bunch of 5-mana faceless summoners is pretty good with +1/+1. I don't think I do though. I think I just take 5 health.
You must be hungry.
Messenger Raven's not great.
Get him out of here.
Like, it's not bad, but it's not good. I guess I could have done this first to look for something better. Let's see if I misplayed. I don't know, Messenger Raven's pretty mediocre stat-wise. I like this, I like this, I like this, I like this. Alright, good. Correct choices were made. Oh, could have got another Ragnaros if I waited to recruit. But Mirror Image with +1/+1's so sick. You can find all the GM decks on the Blizzard website. Can you? They're all out there? Alright. Well, I have to practice Warrior versus Warrior. Which is time consuming. I haven't played a lot of Warrior Mirrors this expansion, so... I actually really low rolled in the decks. 13 people brought Warrior. I was one of the Warriors. And there's one guy in the whole tournament brought Hunter, and that's my opponent. One guy targeted Warrior, and I got that guy. Did you trust that guy blindly? No, he said stuff that he could only know if he's seen the deck list. That there's 13 Warriors. Easy. So he has to know by process of elimination, right? Unless he's one of the GMs, he's just sick baiting me right now. So I got the 1 Hunter, and then I have the 1 Mechathune Warrior. So I don't know how my opponents knew I was going to play Warrior. Because I've played 0 Warrior this entire expansion. 0. And so I was like, I'll bring Warrior, and no one will know. Everyone thinks I'm going to play Rogue. And I verse Mechathune Warrior and Hunter. It's like, come on, bro. But I still have a chance. I have a plan. Because I like pseudo-prepared for this. It involves like winning game 1 and then kind of going from there. Because I think at game 1 I have a chance, and then after that it's like the game 2 sort of shenanigans when they get to put their full force anti-warrior techs in are not great for me. Hide my plan? Well, no, my plan's in the deck building. You can't really hide it. What does this do? This kill something? Sure. I'd rather kill 4-2 than anything. Honestly, I have too many of these guys. 6/8s are big. This patron thing is so busted, dude. Bum, bum, bum. More 6/8s. Bum, 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 bum. How do I think Nomi Priest is going to do? No one brought Nomi Priest. I think Nomi Priest would have done super poorly in this instance. Do I have lethal somehow? Just 4, then I have... So I have trade 10, so I have 22, so 23, so I'm 1 damage off lethal here, guys. No, I get lethal with the research project. Okay. Oh, someone did bring no Pebble into you? In Americas, it would have got slaughtered. I haven't had time to look at EU deck list. It's kind of just like an area where it's like, alright, I got too much shit to do. I'm not focusing on that. You know? I just put that out of my mind. Alright, these all cost 5. Let's do it. So...
Last time, now's double crossing
I don't know. The Nomi in America is better than terrible because there's a bunch of warriors with bomb cards. I think Nomi's plan is so linear that if it's anticipated and they think it's going to be a thing, they can put 5 cards in and beat it quite easily. So, yeah, I think a lot of people were expecting Nomi Priest in Americas, for example, and have a plan for it. Or Nomi-related stuff. But I haven't looked at EU yet. I don't know if they have the bomb cards in there or anything like that. But I was too scared to bring Nomi Priest. I thought for sure it would be countered. Turns out I was right.
I smell blood.
Have a lucky? It's fine. The coins are okay. You can get a Baron or something out next turn. Help me to summon, give a +1 attack. He's gonna aggro me down? Alright, we need to get the value chunker out there. Actually, Ronin might be good. Next turn I don't have a play, right? Unless Ronin dies. I don't think he ever trades Sneasel Shredder. He's probably not gonna trade this Ronin either.
None see the lotus.
Oh jeez. Hit it, hit it. Yes. That's lucky. Ooh. Can I out-control this? Like, trade here, missiles, kill that? I don't think I ever win this face race, so I think we have to be defensive here and try and run him out of gas. Come on, man! Wait, trades? What? He just abandons the face plan all of a sudden? That's convenient. I thought I was screwed. Does he get the buff? He doesn't, right? Yeah, so I just get favorable trades and protect my guy this way. What is Nomi Priest Specialist strategy? Nomi Priest Specialist strategy is they swap in, what's it called? The Death Rattle add spells you've cast onto it guy? You know what I'm talking about? Maybe? They add that guy. Test subject, yeah. They add test subject and then they just create a test subject loop. So they can make infinite Nomis eventually at the end. Or, you know, infinite seances given enough time. That they can exhaust warrior that tries to remove it that way. But the issue is, Nomi Priest doesn't have an answer for plans that choose to ignore the Nomi and kill them instead. With bombs or other such effects. Nailed it. I'm a little scared of this, like, mirror entity. Got duplicate effigy, ice block, spellbender, or splitting image. That's my thoughts on Secret Hunter right now. Seems like an alright ladder deck. I don't know, I haven't played too much of it. I've been just traveling, doing single player content the last few days. So I've been super casual. But I've seen people putting up good results with it. Probably not bad. They always kill it. We never kill it.
Come, try your luck.
Oh, now we're giving us Sonya value.
Enter the shadows.
Rugadar, if you're... I don't know how to pronounce your name, sorry. If you're looking for specialist deck lists of any kind, including specialist Nomi Priest, I'd recommend checking out EA Tiers Hearthstone /.com/specialist. It'll have, what do you want? Now everyone's doing Warrior and GM, right? So now, since everyone's doing Warrior and GM, then the next tournament everyone's gonna do things that counter Warrior, which means all of a sudden Nomi Priest is probably okay again. So it's cyclic, right? You're playing a big game of rock, paper, scissors. You play a card this turn, replay it, target's chosen randomly. Any card, so we could just 0 mana replay one of our, like a Ragnaros, right? We probably want this though. Like this one's kind of cool, but this kills everything 1, 2, 3 times, and if we pair it with some spell damage, it gets really spicy. Or with Archmage Fargoth. This one's kind of cool, but their decks are pretty thick. We want something that influences the board. So we're gonna take the Legends again, because they all cost 5. Final boss. Summon a minion for your opponent's deck. When it dies, give it back.
Give up your treasures!
Adorable candle flame. And it talk?
Ragnar is probably not worth the keep, right? I don't know, I was kind of tempted, because maybe he summons it against me. That's one of the disadvantages of going for the big mana cheat strats, is you can get high rolled by them just 3 mana summoning a Ragnaros on your face. Not a Ragnaros.
This is not being worth my time.
Woo! Pretty good, 5-4, not bad. We're chilling. We can beat that.
Someday I'll be just like you.
I'm so lucky.
Like
He got garbage, dude. Alright, replicating patrons.
He's from Royal Vault. You sure you is wanting that one back?
That should be good. We made it out of the early game without getting high rolled, so. I think overall that's pretty beneficial for us. We don't have a lot of great defensive tools, which is a little scary. We took 5 health earlier. I think it was pretty clever.
I usually work alone.
Stop kidnapping all my stuff. Eight or 6-8. Probably 8-8, still better. Battle chest. So he's gonna try and like kill this by vanishing it.
Look, you shinies.
I usually work alone.
Mm-hmm.
The might of Dalaran has arrived.
Easy clap.
Warriors of the frozen wastes.
Rise. 25 damage, but no lethal.
I have no time for games.
I want to get this off the field. It's kind of done its job, right? We'll just replace it. I think that's better than trading in the Ronin. Stat wise. Alright, I got 25 damage.
There once was a
2 burst from the Geddon, 1 burst from the ping. He did.
behold.
Let none survive.
Alright. Boom!